Hey guys, sorry it's been a while since my last upload. I've just been busy. I hope you've been well. I hope you've been doing better than I have been doing. I've been going through some life problems lately, so I just haven't had the time or motivation to do any videos. But this weekend I figured out I'd carve a little time out and shoot a video or two and maybe get them uploaded if I have a chance. So today we're going to be talking about EDC stuff. So I haven't done an EDC video, I guess, in a while, and people have been asking for it. What's your EDC? What's your 2017 EDC? All these 27 EDC things. So my EDC is basically the same. Maybe I'll touch on it here real quick, but today's video is going to be about my EDC backpack because it is new, kind of. I got a new backpack. I think it's actually around here somewhere. I used to have this multicam Oakley backpack that was my EDC backpack, my laptop backpack, and my dog ate a hole into it. I had like a nut roll or something in there. My dog ate a hole into it, but it was still functional. So I just kind of was using it for a while, a few months, and I was just like, why don't I just get a new backpack? So I was shopping around for backpacks for a while, and I decided on one. So we'll get into that here in just a second. Just to quench the thirst of those guys that really want to know my EDC, I'll just touch on it real quick. So my EDC everyday carry is still Glock 19 with a Surefire XC1, RMR, extra mag, and a K-bar TDI. This is in a custom AIWB holster that I make. I make and sell holsters. If you didn't know, if you're interested in that, I'll put more info in the video description below on how you can contact me to get a hold of those holsters. Also, everything in this video that I can, I'll put links to in the description below, so if you're wondering about it, clicking those links helps support the channel. So always, I appreciate you guys shopping with the links that I post in my videos. I have coupon codes down there and stuff sometimes. So yeah, use those links if you can. So I have a cell phone. This is a Galaxy S7 Edge still until the S8 comes out, I guess. I'm still using my S1 baton just because it's just a really handy light for me. The magnetic tail cap I use a lot, and I use my flashlight a lot in my mouth like this, doing it. So having a small lightweight light works well for that. So I use headlamps a lot too, but for my EDC I always have that on me. Let's see. I have some chapstick. This is a Christmas gift. I don't know if it'll focus on here. Will it focus? Now, I don't know much about this company, but my sister-in-law is a food blogger, so she has all kinds of connections with these like foodie companies, so I get stuff from her. If you're into food, healthy cooking, I'll link to her blog below too. Sister-in-law again. And a lot of times I carry a stainless steel Sharpie pen kind of. It's like kind of like a felt tip pen, so you can use it as a pen, though it doesn't work as good as a regular pen. But also, you know, you can use it like a marker, a Sharpie marker. And obviously my Leatherman Skeletool. This is like the CX, but with a special blade. I've talked on it a lot. Love the Skeletool. Favorite tool. Nothing has dethroned it yet as my EDC whatever. And then I have a wallet. I'm still using this kind of beat up little aluminum wallet. It's a Mastermind Collective. And I think it does it for my regular EDC. That's pretty much it. All right, so we'll just get into the bag here. I'll probably change the camera angle in a bit so you can see it, but this is an Ebags, I forget what it's called even. I think a Professional Slim or something. I'll link to it below, obviously. So I kind of bounce back and forth between wanting a professional kind of looking backpack that's, you know, okay to take to client meetings and all that stuff. So if you were wondering, I'm a web developer. My brother owns and runs a web development shop in Denver. I work for him. We kind of run it together-ish, but it's really his thing. But I work there. It's my full-time job. People ask a lot of times, what do you do for work? And I'm a web developer. So we make websites. So actually in 2017, I'll just say it right now, we're looking for new clients. I would like to start doing more websites in the firearms industry, in the outdoor industry. We've done a lot of e-commerce sites and, you know, sports events, and we actually have a hunting site that we do, but we do a lot of .edu, a lot of gov stuff, but we kind of want to do a little more private sector. We don't mind doing the gov stuff. So if you are a decision maker at a school or a county or a city and you're looking for a web developer, hey, hit me up. Or even better, if you're in the firearms industry or in the outdoor industry and you're looking for a website or you're unhappy with your current web provider, hit me up. I'll put those links in the description below. Company is Rehab Creative. You could shoot me an email at mike@rehabcreative.com and just say, hey, I'm a fan of your YouTube channel, looking for a website, let's talk. We do larger scale projects usually, so if you have a budget, contact me. If you're looking for free work, it's not really our thing. But yeah, anyway, so just get that out of the way. I'm a web developer, and so I'm in client meetings and I'm carrying a laptop around all the time. So this is kind of geared towards that. I'm kind of in the techie industry, so it's my backpack that I actually use and the gear that I actually use. So we'll just kind of get into it. All right, hey, we moved out here to my dining room, so I'd have a little more room on this table to show stuff. Looks like, oh yeah, I have a telescope in my background. I have this really awesome neighbor, Bob. He's an old guy, rides a Harley. Our dogs are best friends, and he was getting rid of a telescope, and he was like, hey, Mike, do you want a telescope? And I was like, yeah, sure, I've kind of always wanted one, but it's just sitting here because I haven't had time to really like learn it and take it out, so I'm a noob there. If you have any telescope tips, feel free to let me know. So yeah, here it is. It's just, I really liked it. It's the, again, I think it's called the Ebag Professional Slim. There's like 3 sizes. This is the medium size, and this is it. It's this heather gray color, just really sleek, streamlined, no bulbous protrusions anywhere, and I just really like it. Obviously, I love my camo. Wearing camo right now. This is, people will ask, so it's a Kuiu jacket. I'll link to it below too. This is the Vias camo. It's just a camo I really like. So you can check them out too. And let's just get into it. So like I said earlier, I'm kind of a tech guy. I always carry around my laptop and some other gear, so it's kind of gonna be related to that. But you know, I'm also a gun guy and first aid and all that stuff. So there will be bits of that in here. So let's get into it. So the exterior of the bag is just this, you know, nylon material. The back has pads and then kind of some airflow channels. These straps are removable with this little thing, and you can tuck them back here if you want to be really streamlined, like if you're gonna check this on an airplane or something like that. I don't really ever take the straps off because I always use it as a backpack. The straps here do have some little attachment points. I have these 2 little lights here, these little Princeton Tech lights. But yeah, because they just kind of hook onto this like 1-inch strap, and has a sternum strap. No whistle on here. I might try and change that out for one with a whistle because I really like those whistles. Not that I ever use them, but I think they'd be nice to have. And then yeah, the bottom is this thicker, I'm not really sure what kind of material it is, kind of like a Cordura type material, just more abrasive resistant. And that's basically it for the exterior of the pack. Oh, we got a handle on the top here. So it pulls up, but then when it's not up, it just sucks right down in there. Nice. We have the same style handle on the side here. So if you want to carry it briefcase style, you can. And then that just sucks down in there too. And I don't know, let's just start from the bottom. So in the bottom, we have this compartment. And you guys probably care about what I have in here, so I'm going to just go through. So I have a little first aid type pouch. This is really for trauma. This has some quick lots, some gloves, and a SWAT T tourniquet. The pouch I think is from ITS Tactical. I've had it forever. That's that. Here is a little battery cell phone type USB charger, but also has a flashlight. It is a RAV power. I have some old beanie in here, and inside, I'm just gonna set this down, tired of holding it up. Inside I have an extra mouse. This is a Rat 7, it's my favorite mouse, but Rat actually just came out with some new mouses I might try out. I have a little 2-port, just, you know, your USB charger outlet charge. This is a 2.4 amp. This is an Aki, I think is how it's pronounced. I have a headlamp in here, because you know I like my headlamps. The one I put in here is the Princeton Tech Sync, but I like it because it has a dial. Very easy to use, so it goes to red, then off, then white, and then kind of gets brighter. It has 2 LEDs here, I don't know if you can see it. So one is like a spot, one is a flood, so the different modes, one is spot, one is flood, one is combined, all that stuff. So the reason I like this one is because it is a, moving my dining room table here. It's a dial. So it's in my backpack. So twisting the dial in here is pretty much not gonna happen, but hitting a button could happen. So I've had headlamps in my backpack before with buttons, and they get pushed pretty easily. So I wanted one with a dial. Really happy with this headlamp. Check it out. And that's it. So this compartment here is removable. I'm not going to remove it because this isn't really a backpack review. I'm just kind of showing how I have mine set up. But it's a hardened compartment here. So this is kind of the little keeper for stuff that you don't want getting crushed. So it's a rigid compartment in here in the front. Really convenient. Works good for what I have in it. So then, oh yeah, I'll touch on it real quick. All these zippers, I believe, are YKK, really heavy-duty zippers. Pretty much all of them are lockable. So the type where you can put a little lock through here, and then there's these little attachment points all over the place. So if you really wanted to, you could lock it down all the way. So all the zippers are really good, robust. On the side here, this can be used as just like a pocket. If you just wanted to use it to like store something, you could use it as a pocket. But really what it's used for is a collapsible hideaway water bottle holder. And it can handle a pretty big water bottle. You know, you've seen this on my channel all the time, my giant Nalgene. It fits in there, so you could take that to go if you want to. But if you never use a water bottle holder, then it tucks away. You could use it as a pocket, or like me, you could just have nothing in there. So that's a nice little feature. And what do we have? We have one little like kind of map pocket thing over here, and all I have in here are some gloves. These are the mechanics, and these are the dexterity gloves. So if I'm, you know, doing something, building a computer or something, I want a little bit more dexterity out of my fingers. And then we'll just get into this pocket. So this whole pocket folds out like this. And I like the interior of this bag because it's all orange, kind of like the VanQuest bag, so it makes stuff really easy to see and really easy to find. Let me try and swing around here so I can see what I'm doing. So we'll just start on this side. And down here I have some cables. I have like various micro USB cables. I have an HDMI cable. All this stuff is in little bags. You know how I like to put things in bags and keep them organized and separated. So kind of my cable compartment here. Up here is kind of my pills and hygiene. So I got like little flossers. I have a little, it's actually a survival mirror, but you know, you could use it to check yourself out and do whatever on. Some NyQuil for sleep, helping sleep on a plane or whatever. And then this little bag of random pills here, which consists of mostly, what is this? Benadryl, Advil, stuff like that. So actually I've had on multiple occasions, have had friends or whatever have some kind of allergic reaction to something, and I'm like, oh, I got Benadryl on me. And so that's actually one of my most used things, the Benadryl for them. Over here, I have in this is like business cards. I have business cards up here. What do you want? Do you want to see a business card? So you can jot down all my info. Here we go. Here is a business card. That is me. So I keep business cards in here, obviously. And also I keep like some $1 bills in here for vending machines or whatever. If I'm gonna go see a client, I'm like, man, I need a snack. Have those handy, dollar bills, in case I don't have any in my wallet. So now the other side here, in this little mesh pocket, I have a little, whatever, notepad that I never use really. I just have it just in case. I have a headphone splitter. So this is if I'm, you know, watching a movie on my laptop on a plane or something and need to split the audio, do two headphones, that's what that's for. I have a variety of little thumb drives and stuff in here, as well as a little micro SD card with an SD card adapter. So I can use that for camera, cell phone, whatever. If I need a backup. In here I have some Tums. I don't get acid reflux or heartburn or anything. I don't get headaches either. I've never had a headache in my life. So most of my pills and everything are really for other people. So I like to help other people and be prepared, because if people have something, they know that Mike probably has something for it. Like, I have a headache, Mike probably has some pills. I have heartburn, Mike probably has some pills, whatever. So I like to be the guy that's prepared. I have wet wipes. Obviously, I like those, you know, if you need to clean up something fierce, you have those. I have a little baggie of more kind of emergency money, you know, this is bigger bills and stuff in case I need it, stranded somewhere, don't have my wallet, maybe, whatever. And then I have over here a little number 2 pencil and a Sharpie marker. Up here I have a Sharpie pen, which is, you know, kind of like my metal one I carry in my pocket. And then just a regular pen. Up here I have a Meritac AAA flashlight. This is a multiple brightness settings. There's a lot of other companies that make a very similar tiny AAA flashlight, but they're great, twist top. It's a great tiny little flashlight. So there's 2 other pockets, and I don't think I have anything in these pockets actually. This has like a keeper thing in it. I have a sunglasses bag. I usually have a little screen cloth in there, but I took it out and used it somewhere and lost it, so I need to put that back in there. And that's really it that's all I have in this compartment. But it's nice, opens all the way, mesh, so you can see everything in there, and just a sweet little compartment. A lot of organization, because you know I like that. Now we have the kind of main compartments coming up, and these are all L zippers over here. So L zipper, what that means is it's like basically shaped like an L. That's the maximum zip it's open, so you kind of got to access it from the side. So that's a feature that I liked on this bag, but some people might not like. So in this pocket here, this pocket is kind of like, it can be the full height, but since it has that compartment I was talking about below that you can take out, but mine is in there right now. So this compartment is kind of like from here up and kind of wide. So I wanted to keep things organized and upright in here. The reason I like this bag is because it's so svelte and slim and streamlined. So I wanted to keep that, and I didn't want to just like shove stuff in here and have it like bulge out. The bag wouldn't really allow too much bulge anyway, but so in here I have some pouches, so we'll get into it. So if you've watched my other EDC bag video, my old one, a lot of the stuff is the same in here. So this is my pouch. When I take this pouch out of the bag, this bag in its entirety is TSA friendly. So I take this pouch out and I can just grab this bag and go on an airplane real quick if I need to. So that's why I do this. That's why I keep everything that cannot go on a plane in this pouch. Everything else in here, good to go, but this is kind of some items that I have pretty easy access to if I need it, but I can take it out. So it has a little SOG fixed blade knife in here. This is just a little cheapy pouch that I got on Amazon. It has an extra Glock 17 mag. So I have, you know, in my holster, I have the one in my gun plus one extra here. So 3 mags if I really need it for some reason. I don't foresee myself needing it, but just in case. I have a little, you know, one of these little click X-Acto knife type things. And then I have an extra Leatherman Skeletool CX. So in case I ever go anywhere and I forget mine, I have a backup, because I really hate being without that thing. So that's this little pouch. Take it out again. Here, this is some toilet paper. I think I just got this from Walmart, but you're probably familiar with it. Just in case, you know, just in case. This pouch has all kinds of stuff. You know, my video is already gonna be freaking long, so I'm not even gonna get into this. I'll tell you what I'll do. It has a lot in it. I'm gonna link to this video. I'm gonna do a separate video of everything I have in here. So if you're into that, I'll link it like in the video description below, as well as like a little card thing in the top. So this is a little VanQuest EDC slim pouch that I keep in here, and this really has most of my goodies in it, well organized. Take this out. I could take this to go if I want, but it's always in my backpack. But separate video of this coming up. I'll try and just upload it basically at the same time. So if this video goes live and this one isn't live yet, just sit tight for a couple hours and then it'll get uploaded and I'll link to it and stuff. So in here I have another pouch. So this is just the perfect size to fit down in here and take up that width and kind of be like the floor. So these pouches sit on top of that pouch. I just really like organization. So in here I have this little pouch, and actually it feels like I don't have my laptop power adapter. Yeah, so right here I have a extension cord with multiple outlets. So sometimes you go into meetings and the outlets are just so far away, but you need to charge your laptop or whatever. and it's nice to be able to provide plugs to other people, but also to be able to reach the outlet. So I keep this in my bag all the time. In addition, what's usually in here is my laptop power supply. That's not in here, I took it out for something. And then I have another battery. This is like a 10,000 milliamp one. Oh man, my dog must have, I don't know if you can see it, some chew marks on here. My dog must have chewed that too when he got into my bag. Okay, so that's it for this compartment. Inside of this compartment, there's also this little thing if you need to put some papers or something. I don't have anything in there though. So in the top, there's kind of it's almost like a hidden compartment here, this little zipper. And this is really technically for a tablet. I don't regularly carry a tablet with me, so I don't have anything in here. Oh, I do. I'll have a couple patches. So I don't know why. I never see anybody, but I have these in here theoretically in case I see a fan somewhere. I'm like, hey man, take a patch, here you go. So if you ever catch me on the street and you see this backpack and you want a patch, feel free to ask away. So the other main compartment here is now the laptop compartment. It's also a L zipper. I usually don't open it all the way. I'll just open it this way and grab my laptop out. But for the sake of the video, I'll open it all the way so you can see what is inside. So it can handle a pretty big laptop, the medium size one. The smaller version of this backpack can obviously not handle as big of a laptop, and then the bigger version can obviously handle a bigger laptop. But I wanted one that could handle my laptop size, and this one's pretty much perfect, as well as my bulletproof panel. So here is my laptop. Obviously, I need a little bit of camo, a little bit of that stuff. So this is an MSI Stealth something with a GTX 1060. So sometimes we game at the office a little bit, so I needed a laptop that had a little bit of horsepower. So this is what I went with, but it's still thin, svelte, pretty cool looking, and multicam black, obviously. Then I have a panel. Now this is technically a backpack panel. This is a 3A panel, so it doesn't stop rifle rounds, but it will stop pretty much every pistol round. So I have that in there because why not? It's light, it's thin, it's made to be put into a backpack. If there's ever any kind of gun situation, it'll be good to have this on my back, either if I'm running or I can flip my backpack around my front and use it as a pseudo bulletproof vest. So just really, I mean, other than the price, and they're not that expensive, this one is an armor wear 11 by 14 backpack panel. I don't know if you can see that. So for me, there's no reason not to have that in there. It's not that I'm crazy and psychotic and worried I'm gonna get shot all the time, but I mean, it takes up no space, it fits perfectly, and it helps protect my laptop a little more from bumps and stuff. So there's no reason not to. In addition, behind here, I have some Halo chest seals. So I keep them back there because I don't want them bent up and stuff, and it's just, again, this is another thing that takes up no space, but if you end up needing it, you'll be glad you had it. And that's basically it. The theory for a lot of my backpacks is that I don't really necessarily load them to the brim. I have more room in here that I can put more stuff if I need to. I don't like to keep my packs like so full that I can't do anything else with them. I like having extra room in case I pick up something at a store or need to grab something and run. I have more room to put it into my backpack. So anyways, that's really it. Again, if you're curious about that little pouch that has a bunch of really cool stuff in it, that will be linked in a card or in the video description below. And again, links to pretty much everything in this video is going to be in the description below. So, hey, I could get down here. I could kind of get in the frame. So, hey, thanks for watching. I really appreciate all the views. I appreciate the comments. I'll try to be consistent posting videos, but you know, life comes at you sometimes, and for me, YouTube kind of falls to the bottom of priority. So yeah, stay tuned. I mean, I'm gonna keep making videos. They just hopefully won't be that far and few and far between, but maybe they will, but hopefully not. So stay tuned. Again, thanks. Thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and until next time, take care.